how to work with multiplying a one-digit number by two or three or four-digit number. So today we're going to take a look at multiplying two-digit numbers times two and three-digit numbers. And we're going to use a strategy today that's using partial products. Remember, the product is an answer in a multiplication problem, and partial means part. We're going to break our answers into parts. And we've been doing a lot of practice of breaking numbers up into simpler numbers to multiply by. So let me show you an example for today. We're going to do 32 times 19. We're going to do 32 times 19. And with today's strategy, we're going to just take one of the factors. I'm just going to do the first factor, and we're going to break that factor into place value. So I can break 32 into 30 plus 2, and I can do 30 plus 2 times 19. 30 plus 2 times 19. So now I'm going to write this out. Again, I can do 30 times 19, and I can do 2 times 19. So let's break that down a little bit more. So I'm going to rewrite it, because I'm going to multiply each of my place values by my other factor, which is 19. So I'm going to do 30 times 19, and I'm going to do 2 times 19. So I'm really just going to do two smaller problems, okay, that I can do. Now the easier problem here is this 2 times 19. 19 times 2. 2 times 9 is 18. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus the 1 more is 3. So there I've got 38. Okay. This one is a little bit trickier because it's 30 times 19. Instead of a one digit, I have a two-digit number. But if you remember, I can use that strategy with multiplying by 10. Use that strategy here. I can just use the 3 and pretend like that 0 is not there. So I'm just going to multiply 3 times 19 and then put a 0 on the end of my product. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 more is 5. And then to make it, instead of 3 times 19, 30 times 19, I'm going to just put that 0 on the end. So I have 570. So for this partial product, 30 times 19, I have 570. 570. And for this partial product of 2 times 19, I got 38. I'm going to add these two partial products back together. 570 plus 38 is going to give me 608 as my product. So 32 times 19 equals 608. Okay, I kind of broke this larger problem into two smaller problems. I solved those two smaller problems and I added them up and I found my product. Let's do another example. I'm going to color code this one a little bit. Okay, so my problem for this one is going to be 75 times 41. Let me get some different colors here. 75 times 41. And 75 is going to be the number I'm going to decide to break into my place value. Okay, so I'm going to take my first number and I'm going to make that break it into my place value of 70 plus 5, right? I have a 75, I have 70 plus 5. I'm going to be multiplying that times 41. So I'm going to multiply each of these place values by 41. So I'm going to do 70 times 41. I'm going to add that to 5 times 41. They're both going to multiply by 41. Okay. Again, I'm going to write out my problem. I'm going to do 7 times 41, and I'm just going to add that 0 because it's actually 70. I'm kind of in my head. I'm going to do that quickly. That was simple, right? Plus 41 times 5, 20. So now I'm just going to add my two partial products together. I got 2,870 plus 205. Just going to quickly add them together here. to get 3,175 as my answer. So I took my 75, I broke it into place values of 70 plus 5, and I'm multiplying that times the other factor, 41. I'm not breaking that other factor down. I'm keeping that one the same. I'm going to do 70 times 41, and I just used my strategy of pretending like that 0 isn't there, multiplying by the tens, and then putting the 0 in my product. And then I did 41 times 5, and I'm going to add both of those partial products together to get my answer, to get my product of 3,175. So you're going to practice breaking this down today with a couple of problems.